Hello everyone. We will be discussing developing concerns for others. Developing concerns for others. What does it mean? What does it mean to have concern for others? So it must be able to consider the needs and difficulties of others and take an active interest in their feelings, capabilities, and perspectives in order to assist them with the difficulties they face and act with integrity, warmth, and concern. Last meeting, we tackled about empathy. So now we will go back. Empathy is at the heart of what it means to be human. So it allows us to know what other people are thinking. Empathy translated to pakikiramdam, like put yourself on the other shoe. According to Daniel Goleman article entitled 3 Kinds of Empathy. So these are cognitive empathy, emotional empathy, and compassionate empathy. So the first one is cognitive empathy, also known as empathic accuracy. Having more complete and accurate knowledge about the contents of another person's mind, including how the person feel. So cognitive empathy is mura siya isa ka skill sa isa ka human because makathink gani ta if unsa iya gibati or naunsa siya, like makathink ta kung unsaon na to pag help or pag advice sa anak na person. Emotional empathy is the practice of sharing an emotional experience with another person and truly understanding how they feel. So if ang cognitive empathy is mathink nato, makathink ta, ang emotional empathy is maka-feel ta. Like ma-feel na to ang kasakit or kalipay sa isa ka tawo. Ato i-feel kung ma-feel na to kung nag-uol ba siya or inana. Emotional empathy includes 3 components. The first is feeling the same emotion as another person. Ma-feel nimo iya na feel. Like for example, nagsakit siya, ikaw sad masakitan sad ka. Second is personal distress, which refers to one's own feelings of distress in response to perceiving another's plight. Like ikaw ang mabala ka para sa kana na person, like something na mag-uol ka para niya. Kay plight is a dangerous, difficult, or otherwise unfortunate situation. So if naa siya na situation, ikaw ang mabala ka para sa iyaha. Third emotional component is feeling compassion for another person. So the third emotional component is feeling compassion for another person. So dili ka like maluoy ka, makathink ka na what if ikaw ang naa sa place ani na person. So the last kind of empathy is compassionate empathy. The ability to understand and share in someone else's emotions but without taking them on as your own emotions or blurring the line between you and another person. So kaniyang compassionate empathy is kanang nanakay action, like maka-act na ka if unsaon nimo pag-help or unsaon nimo pagkuan. If ang cognitive empathy is think, emotional empathy is feeling, so compassionate empathy is nanay action.
Parent raising children with empathy. There are 5 following guideposts. First, empathize with your child and model empathy for others. So it means as a parent, dapat empathize ka sa imong bata and also sa laing tao. Kailangan pa diri, model empathy to other, not only to your child but also to others. Lang pa nila na, put yourself on other shoe. Number 2, make caring for others a priority and set high ethical expectation. So for me, ang pangangalaga sa iba ay priority rin natin ito. Because, for example, as a pre-service teacher, of course, ang pangangalaga sa iba't ibang bata ay responsibility rin natin ito bilang pangalawang ina sa paaralan. Number 3, provide opportunities for children to practice empathy. So, dapat ikaw as a parent, imo i-practice ang imo bata sa empathy diyon, iput gani nimo himself sa diyon na tao na jay feelings. For example, jay imo nakita na naghadya, kibalay imo iput imo self sa ija na, what if ako diyon. 4. Expand your child's circle of concern. Yes, dapat ikaw na parents imo ipa-expand ang ila concern sa lain tao. Dili kon sa jaon na butang dapat sa hamok na butang sab sila jaoy na concern. 5. Help children develop self-control and manage feelings effectively. So, as a parent, responsibility gud nimo na ma-developan ila self-control. Dapat all the time na ma-adapt jud nila sa ila self-control and also how they are going to manage their feeling effectively.
Now we will be tackling compassion. Compassion and empathy are very different. They are presented in different areas of the brain. With empathy, we join the suffering of others who suffer, but stop short of actually helping. With compassion, we take a step away from the emotion of empathy and ask ourselves, how can we help? So now, compassion. Compassion. If you want to know that what compassion is, look into the eyes of a mother and father as they cradle their sick and fevered child. So, to recognize the suffering of other and then take action to help.
So now I will topic the Dalai Lama. Dalai Lama. It was previously mentioned that when children develop empathy, this can lead as compassion. When you sympathize, you understand what other person and feeling without exactly feeling it. But when you empathize, you feel what the other person is feel. If you are an individual filled with compassion, you will always be moved to the something. Compassion is felt first and its power leads you to ask yourself. Compassion does not care about the color of one's skin. The short story below, taken from morningcoffeebeans.com, is a powerful, moving story of compassion. Ang ngayon sa young man kay si Mark. Pauli na si Mark gikan sa eskwelahan, tapos joy napansin ni Mark na bata na layaki naguna sa ija. Tapos natapilok ang layaki, nangahuyog ang mga daya na libro, duha ka sweater, isa ka baseball bat, isa ka gloves, sanan isa ka gamay na tape recorder. Si Mark notabang sa bata na layaki sa pagpuyot ng mga nangahuyog na gamit. Pareho man sila ng dayan, tapos sige sila panaw na hibayan ni Mark na ang ngayan ng bata na itatagtabangan kay si Bill. Si Bill mahilig sa video games, baseball, history na subject, tapos joy ija subject na lisuran si una man ang bayay ni Bill kaysa kay Mark. Taghagad si Mark sa pagluto sa nan mangita ng salida. Sa eskwelahan, permentira sila magkita-kita kay pareho man sila junior high school. Senior high na sila, hapit na ang graduation nila sa senior high tuyura kan kasimana. Nangutana si Bill kung pwede kuno sila mag-istoryahay. Tagpahinumdum ni Bill kay Mark kung uno na adlaw ato nagkita sila. Laong si Bill nagkabuyong bakaw uno arang kahamok ako daya ato na adlaw. Laong si Bill nagtipon kuno siya ng sleeping pills nan ija nanay kay para imno niya para pag-uli. Kuno adto na adlaw magpakamatay siya. Laong dajon siya na ayoko pang mamatay. Kayo na-miss kuno niya adto na panahon na iban si Mark. Laong si Bill kay Mark na iniligtas mo ang buhay ko. The feeling of empathy can trigger compassion and take action to relieve the suffering of another person. Diyaw na story na nakuan ang pagdurusa ng ibang tao. Compassion is a relational process that involves noticing another person's pain, experiencing and emotional reactions to or her pain, and acting in some way to help ease or alleviate the pain. Kanov et al. 2004. Compassion always moves into action. It is that action that makes a difference in the lives of people. There can be no greater service than people helping people. Compassion is usually aroused when someone sees another person suffering and it's motivated to help. Everyone needs a hand now and then. Everyone appreciates a kind of word, a genuine care for others. Translate into words and action. People need to hear words of praise and see your feelings as displayed in action. Compassion in this respect regarded as an affective state defined by a subjective feeling. Action on your part validates your words. Sincere concern, appreciation, and care are enormously empowering. This is pakikiramay among Filipinos. It involves two things, intention and action. Intention is simply opening heart to others, and action is what you do it.
Compassion, from the Latin word passio, which means to suffer, with the prefix cum, meaning together, and thus to suffer together as to suffer with. Castle 2009 reported the following three requirements for compassion. So the first one is that the troubles that evoke our feeling are serious. So the problems that trigger our emotions tend to be significant and impactful. Like dako siya og effect sa atoa. So the second one is that the sufferer's troubles not be self-inflicted, that they be the result of unjust unfaith. It's important that the difficulties faced by those who are suffering are not caused by their own actions, but rather by circumstances beyond their control. This highlights the idea of unfairness in their situation. Mahimo siya og own predicament. So the third one is we must be able to picture ourselves in the same predicament. So to truly emphasize with others, we should be able to imagine ourselves in this exact situation, understanding their predicament as if it were our own.
On a similar vein, Kanov 2004 considered compassion to be comprised of three interrelated elements, which are: first, noticing. A critical first step is noting other person suffering and becoming aware of the pain he or she is feeling. So, when we say noticing, is dira nimo na mahibawan if ang isa ka person is nagsuffer si just isa ka problema. Number 2, feeling. Compassion is a social emotion because it is inherently other regarding. So of course, when we say feeling is yung nararamdaman natin, dahil ang feeling is very important to us dahil dito natin maipapakita na sa lahat na okay tayo at hindi. Third, responding. This is the element that refers to any action or display that occurs in response to other persons in pain or helping the sufferer live through it. For example, na ay person na ni-approach nimo and that person na ay problema. And then, ikaw na iban or family, friends, is that you need to respond na dapat sa tanan pasakit na imo giagihan dapat kayanan na nimo. So, in short, imo siya i-motivate.
Compassion deficit is
disorder. What is compassion deficit disorder? It is the child's tendency to act without empathy or regard for others. Sabi dito, ang pagkilos ng isang bata, kung wala siyang pakialam kung nakakasakit na siya ng damdamin ng iba or hindi niya iniisip yung nararamdaman ng iba sa gagawin niyang aksyon. Sabi ni Diane Levine, isang professor of early childhood education mula sa Boston, she introduced the concept of compassion deficit disorder, which seems to be displayed by children, especially of the young generation. How does Diane Levine explain compassion deficit disorder and the mga causes nito? According to her, the compassion deficit disorder can be attributed to number 1, children are spending increasing amounts of time with more and more technology and screen exposure at a young age. This results in their lack of opportunity to develop social skills. Ang sabi dito sa number 1, yung mga bata, mas pinagtutuunan pa nila ng panahon yung technology, yung babad sila sa screen exposure, mas maraming kabataan or mas halos mga 1 years old data, gumagamit na ng technology. Ito din yung dahilan kung bakit nawawalan sila ng interaction sa ibang tao, hindi nila alam kung paano makipag-socialize or makipaglaro sa mga kabataang katulad nila. Number 2, children's exposure to violent and anti-social models can teach them anti-social lesson that they bring to their relationships. Ang sabi dito sa number 2, ang mga bata na exposure sa mga violent or kung saan mga napapanood nila sa technology, tapos na-apply nila ito sa totoong buhay. Kunyari, ang bata nakipaglaro, tapos naalala ng bata, napanood niya sa video, inahampas ng bata ng kahoy yung isa pang bata. So kibali, iisipin niya, okay lang na hampasin yung kalaro niya ng kahoy kay nakita man niya sa video. Number 3, children play with toys that are realistic replicas of what they see on screen. These toys can trigger children to imitate what they saw on television rather than encouraging them to engage in the rich, creative, playful of childhood. Sabi ito sa number 3, ang mga bata, pag may mga napapanood ng mga delikadong bagay or kunyari sa napanood nila sa video, yung magician, nilulok yung espada or kutsilyo. Siyempre, mga bata, curious sila. So, i-imitate nila yung napanood nila. So, itatry din nila lulukin yung kutsilyo, bubog, or ano pang matutulis na bagay. Many families are experiencing stress that they are resort to the screen or technology to occupy their children and would need not spend a lot of time watching over them. They become occupied with what they watch, behave, and post no matter at all. Iba sa mga pamilya na ma-experience yung stress or pagod, tapos na-imbes na makipag-banding sila sa mga anak nila or bantayan nila yung paggamit ng technology ng mga anak nila, hinahayaan na kanila yung mga bata na sila na lang na hindi nila binibigyan ng guidance or binabantayan yung mga bata kung anong ginagawa nila sa cellphone. Malam yung bata pala may pinapanood na pala hindi pa angkop para sa kanya. There are also instances that parents structure too much what they want their children to engage in. This prevents the child to organize or listen to organize activities that can enhance interaction with other children. Parents structure too much what they want their children to engage. Iba pressure nila yung mga bata. Parents, pinipigilan nila yung bata makipag-interact sa ibang tao, sa ibang mga bata
So, I will continue the report about cultivating empathy and compassion. Cultivating empathy and compassion in today's generation of learners can be likely antidote against bullying and aggressive behavior. It begins at home and continues at school. Together, parents and education can do so much to educate the next generation on the importance of cooperation and kindness in everyday life. Ang empathy and compassion ay panlunas laban sa pananakot sa non-aggressive na ugali. Nagsugod sa bayay tapos ipadadon sa eskwelahan, kibali ang batasan mo na dili mamati sa bayay mautro sa eskwelahan. Mga ginikanan mo ang magtudlo sa mga maestra or maestro ang magtudlo kung ano kaimportante ang pagtabang sa pagbinuutan sa taga-adlaw sa imo kaugalingon. Kung ikaw dako na hibayo ka mo respeto kay tagtudlo man jaon sa imo na bata pa. Tapos kung jaoy masugatan na tiguyang or mga dagko na sa ato mulaong tabii kung sa duyom na. It is also of importance to show self-compassion. This can lead to constant ruminating about the results and inadequacies in such a way that erodes self-esteem and happiness. Mahalaga sab kung magpakita ka ng awa sa imo kaugalingon. Jay tawo na ang tan-aw sa imo ugali kay strikta ka sa nandiay mga mali na tagkuan. Magbase sila sa pag-isip tungkol sa mga pagkakamali mo sanan ang mga kuyang nimo nakakasira sa imo self-esteem sanan happiness. Self-compassion involves self-kindness versus self-judgment, a sense of common humanity versus isolation, and mindfulness versus over-identification. Ang pasabot dinhi ang kabaitan sa sarili versus paghusga sa sarili, pakiramdam ng isang katauhan versus sa paghihiwalay, pag-iisip versus sa labis na pagkakakilanlan. And then, self-compassion has been found to be related with reduced feelings of anxiety, depression, and rumination. At yan lang po, maraming salamat.